Alrighty, hey guys, what's going on? This is Eric here, and today I'm back with a brand new Kid Nation video. This video is special to me because it is a requested video, and this is also for my 1,000 subscriber special, which is absolutely huge, guys. I mean, I would not be here, you know, with all the YouTube success that I've been able to grow, no matter how, you know, insignificant it may seem to some. This is absolutely huge to me, guys. So I really appreciate it. This would not be possible without, you know, the Kid Nation community, the Reddit, the Discord, and, you know, anyone who just happens to see my video recommended. It all means a lot. The comments, the likes, subs, of course, that's huge. I read every single comment. I know a lot of YouTubers say they do. I actually do. If you go back to any of my old like interviews or other videos, like I either heart or I comment on probably like 3/4 of the comments. So I'm just saying that if you guys post something out there, I'll probably react to it. So yeah, the alignment chart pretty much organizes Kid Nation cast members into, you know, lawful good to chaotic evil, everything in between. I just want to say that these people are being sorted based purely on their portrayal in the show. You know, we've learned a lot about other characters from various YouTube interviews, articles, Reddit, etc. We're just going to keep this purely based off what we see in the show, just so we get the most consistency out of everything. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this bad boy. So we just got characters that are just hidden off on the side. Here we have Michael. Michael's kind of an interesting guy. You know, he was a pretty big force for getting people to calm down very early on. You know, if you recall, during the first meeting, he's the guy who makes the awesome speech that gets everyone clapping and settles everyone down.
Not just representing yourselves, this is to prove that kids of all age groups like you guys can actually take control, get organized, and that you can actually work together cooperatively without grade. You guys actually need to listen to your leaders because, yes, okay, they've made a few mistakes. This is the second day. There's gonna be mistakes, okay? But you guys really need to think of your job and you need to take control of it. And after we do that, we'll just become a working machine and we'll just work out a lot.
So to me, he's someone who churns chaos and almost turns it lawful in a sense, you know. Also the fact that he's willing to, you know, sort of reach for power when he ran for council, and, you know, he was able to confront a pretty chaotic moment with the confrontation. You know, maybe he didn't handle it the best per se, but he definitely put in his best effort to try and, you know, turn that chaotic moment into something good. So for that, I'm gonna have to put Michael in lawful good. Next up, we have Nathan. Now, Nathan, you know, nice kid for sure, but he didn't really care too much about, you know, seizing power. I wouldn't say he's a big fan or anything of the chaos, wasn't really into the showdowns. What he was into was working. I think he fit in pretty well with the class system. You know, like Nathan's one big thing, one defining moment on the show was that, I mean, he was working really, really hard all the time, and that's how he got his gold star and everything. So just for that, you know, he fits well into the laws and system of Bonanza very well without being a particularly good or evil character. So for that, I'm going to put my man Nathan into lawful neutral. Next up, we have Taylor. I mean, it goes without saying she's neutral good. I mean, come on, next character, let's go. No, I'm just kidding. Taylor, you know, she has been detrimental towards the town at times, you know, where she would sort of, you know, like refuse to do the dishes. However, on top of that, I mean, she was amazing at, you know, she started out in power, but she has an amazing ability to hold on to that power. I mean, after she lost, you know, the girls that followed her continued to follow her when she had no actual power on the show. And that's something that's almost remarkable in a sense, if you guys think about it. So for that, you know, we are going to put Taylor in at lawful evil, simply due to the fact that when she had power, she used that power to sort of meet her own agenda, which is, you know, like I said, a little bit remarkable. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we have Emily. You guys already saw a sneak peek of her a second ago. Emily, I'm going to have to put into the neutral evil category. And the reason why for that is because, you know, a lot of times she is seen to be at the detriment of the town overall. You know, when she was on the red team, she'd always say, like, yo, I don't like the red team, you know, they don't really do nothing. She was very against killing the chickens, which I understand, you're a kid, you don't want chickens to be killed, but that was the will of the town, and, you know, she sort of interfered with that on multiple occasions. And, you know, she also voted against Anjay when Anjay was sort of the one who rescued her out of a bad situation. You know, not particularly lawful or chaotic energy or anything, maybe slightly leaning towards chaotic, but there's just a lot better examples of chaotic evil. Here we have Sophia. Now, Sophia, I was honestly thinking about putting her into lawful good. Now, the reason why is because at one point, you know, when the 4 council members, the Council of Doom members, they go on their trip, they just immediately appoint Sophia as the Grand Master of Charge. Sophia is essentially a dictator at that point, which she's a benevolent dictator, don't get me wrong. I mean, she mostly follows the will of the people. However, she had the most amount of power out of anyone on the show at any point. So I was really convinced on putting her at lawful good. I talked it over with a few people, and, you know, her social experiments were really something that she played up quite a bit, and they did steal a lot of screen time and everything.
I have noticed lately that people are very desperate for money, so I'm going to take a pot and fill it up with really, really nasty stuff that resembles vomit, put 50 cents at the bottom, and see how many people will dig for it. Baked beans, condensed milk, potatoes, oatmeal. Let's top this off with some rotting vegetables. All right.
And, you know, a lot of times she would sort of do things without really explaining them very well, despite them for being the good intentions. A good example of this would be when she takes the macaroni from, like, the first episode and just dumps it out. You know, she doesn't tell people, like, right away that, you know, this macaroni is pretty much unusable. That I might be reaching there, but overall she is chaotic good. I mean, obviously she's a great benefit to the town, but, you know, the social experiments and everything, and, you know, she'd always challenge the town council and stuff. That's almost like challenging the lawfulness. You know, I feel like being lawful is sort of the institution that's in place, and she'd always challenge it. So that's just something that I would put up there. Next up we have Blaine. Now, this might come as a surprise to some of you guys, but I'm going to put Blaine in true neutral. Now, depending on how far you got in the show, you can have all sorts of opinions on Blaine. You know, he starts out, no doubt, as pretty much Greg's sidekick, and they're doing a lot of chaotic, evil actions. No doubt about it. You know, I mean, they're vandalizing the town, stuff like that. He does enter lawfulness later onto the show, you know, when he's, and a little bit of goodness as well, when he's traded to the yellow team. He makes no fuss about it. Instead, he sees it as an opportunity to prove himself. From there, you know, Blaine actually assimilates some power as the leader of the yellow team. Now, as the leader of the yellow team, he actually does a pretty good job when he's not with Greg. You know, when he's with Greg, he reverts back to sidekick form. But when he's not there, he's a pretty capable leader for the yellow team. And, you know, that's pretty good. But because of that, you know, because of his... he's been shown to have very extremes on one side and the other. We're just going to put him smack dab in the true neutral category. Next up, we have Alex. Alex is just a pure, like, kind-hearted kid. There is no, like, I can't imagine anyone who would argue that Alex is one of the nicest, you know, fun kids around, you know? Like, he wasn't really super concerned with popularity or friends or anything like that. He liked to have discussions about, like, pie. He didn't really like chaos. He didn't really like to hear people swearing or anything, but, you know, he obviously had no intuition or desire for power. And he wanted to keep Anjay in, mostly because I think because they were, you know, friends, and he was smart in the same sense that Alex was. So for that, we're going to put Alex in the neutral good category. Next up, we have Chaotic Evil. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, there you go. I gave it away. I'm sorry. Greg is in Chaotic Evil. Now, this can be argued all sorts of ways. You know, I've seen people put Greg in the good category, the neutral category. I completely understand why you guys would sort of feel that way, or even in the lawful category, because, you know, Greg did assimilate to power by the second re-election. However, he is in Chaotic Evil where he is, mostly due to the fact that, you know, he just provides some crazy chaotic energy even when he was leader. You know, like, he'd just be swearing all over town, his vandalism, he'd be going up to other leaders and challenging them, such as Mike. You know, he did not really respect a lot of the other leaders either for much of their runs. So because of his, you know, lack of respect towards others who are in higher positions of power, I'm going to have to put Greg into Chaotic Evil. Last but not least, we have Jared in Chaotic Neutral. Now, this guy is crazy chaotic energy. I mean, he's awesome. He does a lot of crazy things. He's the farthest thing from lawful that I could imagine. I mean, he destroys Devon's stand. He puts on the pimp outfit. I mean, this is just crazy chaotic energy.
Ow. 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 What did I ever do to you?
Nothing.
Show off my outfit. I'm not supposed to be in here, but I really want to go through those doors.
But out of everything that he does, I have to say, I don't think it's, for the most part, for the betterment or for the detriment of Bonanza City from what we have seen on the show. So overall, you know, Jared to me is, you know, just screaming chaotic neutral energy. So yeah, guys, I mean, that was my take on the Kid Nation alignment chart. If you guys have any other differences or about any other people that you'd like to see or put in, please feel free to let me know. Of course, this video was made just for fun. You know, it's not meant to be taken too seriously by anyone. It's just a video for fun. And once again, everyone, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. This is definitely amazing, and I want to keep producing content that you guys enjoy and keep elevating things. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys later. As a little bonus for our 19 subscribers. Yeah! 19 subscribers, baby! I promised something big for our 20 subscriber special. And
yeah, let's go!
Yeah, we did
20
it.
subscribers!
I know, it's a monument, baby. Alrighty, guys, this is for 1,000 subs and 100,000 views on YouTube, baby.
Let's go!
Let's go! Woo! Fuck yeah!